Oh, 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 oh. Whoa, 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 whoa. Welcome to the show, everybody. What's up, you beautiful people? Happy to be here. A beautiful Monday, November the 24th, 2025. I'm bringing you a thunderous live stream. We're going to chop it up for a while, hang out, have a good show. We're going to hang out, have a good vibe. We're going to hang out and bring the thunder. Hope all is well. What's up? What's up? Great dogs for UFC 323. I agree. Do you guys agree with me? Hey, look at Stormy Normie, first guy up here. Lunchtime Jay. What's up, dog? What's up, dog? Hey, make sure you guys will run the likes up a crazy. Let's get 25 likes up in here. Ulberg Pereira rumored for January 24th. Where did you see that future sequence? Holy shit. Let's get into the thunder, Braden K. Let's get into the thunder. No, I'm hearing that the first fight, as far as the numbered event in 2026, is going to be Kayla Harrison, Amanda Nunes. What? What? That's a crazy, dude. Did you guys see Hasbulla rock the Rizla? That was pretty funny. Bro, Gable Steveson also looked fantastic, huh? Did you guys watch Gable's win last night? He looked crazy good. You thought I was going on a cruise? I'm going on a cruise Friday to Monday. I'll be back for Moneyline Monday. Like, subscribe, buy a membership. Let's go, guard down. I don't think Finchman is available for Moneyline tonight. I'll text him to make sure. I might host like a Moneyline subscribers join the show type of event tonight. I don't know yet. We'll think about it. Favorite Zin for me is definitely the Spearmint. As you know, Ankh was bodied in sparring by Azmat Mirzakhanov. I'm not shocked by it. I'm not blown away by it. I mean, Mirzakhanov is slick, bro. Just recently discovered your channel of the weekend. I like how you break stuff down. You have good input. Hey, Jacob P03113. W, dog. W, dog. The only person who took Sadikov to a decision, you train with him? Slava Claus? You bet in the house on Gushkov? Dude, I think Gushkov is going to chin Jan Blachowicz. Special stream, Jay. Tomorrow evening is also a special stream. Tomorrow evening, I am doing a gaming stream, chat. Tomorrow evening is gaming stream, Jay. So lots of things coming. Low Kick MMA posted the Pereira Ulberg rumor. How reliable of a source is Low Kick MMA, though? I don't know, dude. I don't know if it's a reliable source. Did you guys see Khamzat Chimaev saying, "White boy, you will not survive 1 minute in my world"? What if Ian Garry said, "Russian boy, you won't survive 1 minute in my world," you know? Like, what if he said some fucked up shit to him? How would that have gone down? He would have been instantly labeled a fucking racist. But on the other front, like, feel free to fucking call white people white boy, whatever you want. We normally don't give a shit either. But it's just kind of weird. Like, the fucking double standard is unreal, man. Hamza, isn't he? He's Russian, but he's white. He's not Arabic. Like, he's from the Caucasus Mountain regions. Are Chechens White. Yes, Chechens are considered a white ethnic group. All right. I guess he's allowed to say white boy because he also is one. Khamzat is also a white boy, so it's not racist of him to say anything like that because they're both white boys. Just one is Irish white and one is Chechen white. What's good, AJ? Got a pizza on the way, so it's Pizza J Mondays. Off to Amsterdam tomorrow for my B-Day. I hope you have such a fun time in Amsterdam, bro. Holy shit. Will Macy make the walk this time? I wouldn't pick her to win. I'm going Corinne Silva. I'm not picking Macy Barber. I follow Ziam, and I believe he's one of the most improved fighters I've seen on his socials lately. The Team France boxing coach compliments Ziam a lot and says he can compete in boxing, wrestling also. Listen, if you feel like Ziam is going to beat Sadikov, I don't think you're crazy. I don't think it's an impossibility, but I think it's a close fight. Dude, I'm not going to get canceled for fucking saying that. They can't cancel me for saying that. It's a real, genuine curiosity and a strong take. It's not a cancelable offense, dude. Russia is a nationality. White is a complexion. His background is Russian or Chechnyan, but he's white. Right. Buy Jersey Girl some flowers. Take her out. Listen, I'm going to need a dono from you to do it. Why don't you drop me a fucking $50 flower bouquet dono, bro? That's it. Chat, we're at 22 likes. I want to get 30 likes up in here by the 10-minute mark as well. I'm not going to get in trouble for saying that, guys. Don't worry. How confident are we in Tyra over Moreno? Not like crazy confident, but I think W is coming. Peyton Gushkov parlay might hit. I think so. Even though Cejudo in his prime, gives big trouble to Peyton Talbot. Like, it's a Peyton Talbot on the fucking rise and a Cejudo on the fall off. Sadikov virtually undefeated. Let's appreciate the free money that's being given here. Sadikov's nice, man. Sadikov's nice. Fares Ziam, he's got the reach advantage. So where Ziam wins is long range. Do we see a 43-year-old Jan retire at 323 when he loses? I think we see Polish Power go bye-bye, get gifted a new Polish Power in Iwo. I think that's going to be like the passing of the torch, yeah. Earlier in the night, the new Polish Power makes his UFC debut, as later in the night, the old Polish Power is retired. I don't know if he needs to retire after, but I have to favor Bogdan Guchkov to knock him out. You have the exact opposite. You have Pantoja, Moreno. Understandable picks, though. Like, I get it, Stormy Normie. Talbot beating the brakes off Cejudo. Henry hasn't won a fight since before COVID. And he doesn't, bro, I don't believe he puts in that same work that he did pre-retirement, too. Wow. Phila DeMusk, bro. Thank you for the $100 dono. That's so fucking generous of you, bro. Told you, bro, I'd be back for your next stream. Big 8K payout last weekend. Hope for another A game predicts for this weekend, bro. Well, technically it's next weekend. There's no fight Saturday, but I know what you mean. I already dropped the prediction video, so it has more time to, marinate. And I also wanted to give people the chance to attack the betting lines if they like some of the locks, etc. Phila DeMusk, you are a gem to society. Thank you for the $100 dono, bro. Holy shit. The only person who uses their range effectively is Sean O'Malley, and look where he's at. Sadikov should be your dog lock, AJ. Let me tell you something, Vice Vestra. Sadikov is a former Savage dog lock. I'm considering. I got a lot of time to think about it. You're very confident, Iwo. Me too. I think a good parlay is like Myron Santos. I think you could potentially run that up with Iwo Baranovsky. Now I got to buy my girl some flowers. Absolutely. I think you have to fade McKinney against someone decent like Duncan, too. I picked Duncan. Fuck no, brother. Your breakdown on Talbot Cejudo was absolutely on the fucking money. No better way to describe it. Yeah, dude. I'm picking him. I'm picking Talbot, bro. Yeah, I got Manuel Torres. I will say this. The differential in striking skill is crazy between the two of them. On the flip side, yes, the better wrestler is Grant Dawson, But I'm not ready to say that Manuel Torres can't grapple, though. He's not a wrestler, but he submitted Chris Duncan and took him down twice. That was pretty fucking impressive. And Chris Duncan is kind of a savage now. I mean, look at the Rebeshki fight. Like, Chris Duncan is on a fucking roll. So Manuel Torres, the guys that give Manuel Torres trouble are long kickboxers like Ignacio Bahamondes. Grant Dawson doesn't have the ability to strike with him at all. This is a gift to Talbot to have a feather under his cap so he can start fighting the O'Malley's, Vera Sandhagen. Exactly. They're looking to build him. Nazim and Bogdan Locks can't wait. 2-leg parlay. Thanks, AJ. Hey, good shit, my brother. I wish I could read your name, but it's not in English. Thank you, bro. When do I plan to do another UFC stream? Listen, tomorrow, 8 p.m., Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern time, it is dedicated to UFC 5. It is a UFC 5 gaming stream from the boy, okay? Turkish Power back. Is he the underdog lock? Bro, I'm going Polish Power over Turkish Power. Exactly. Dawson, Grant Dawson. I'm saying Dawkins. Grant Dawson just has to hug him. Slava knocked him out years ago, though. McKinney got chinned by Bonfim, bro. And look how bad Bonfim's looked. I'm not saying it's impossible for McKinney to win in the first round. I think McKinney by sub could be a live DGen prop, sub round 1. But I'm going to go towards the side of Duncan. But it's definitely a 50-50 fight. It's definitely a fight that it wasn't like so easy for me to just be like, yup, that's the call and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Bro, is the euro that much stronger than the dollar? Is 100 euros equal to $130? Wow. 100 pounds equals $131 US. That's kind of crazy. Jesus. True, the Bonfim brothers are better than Slava. I agree. But Mateusz Rambeshki is a savage, and Chris Duncan beat him. I was impressed by Gable Stevenson's speed. Did you guys see that the Anthony Pettis Fighting Championship had it as Gable Stevenson? Did you guys see that? It was Gable Stevenson. I'm like, oh my gosh, bro. How do y'all botch the main event with that? Oh my God. AJ finding out real time the US is slipping. Yeah. Now I'm fucking scared. That's fucked. Listen, man, if you got pounds, thank you for the donuts and pounds. My cruise is going to the Bahamas. This is a quick one, though. Friday to Monday, bro. I'm back Monday morning. It's really more of a 3-day cruise. We leave Friday, we get back Monday, you know? So Friday on the water, Saturday, I think they land in Bahamas, and then Sunday going back. I forget, though. It might be Sunday in the Bahamas. I don't remember. Fair on the Mateusz block shots with his face. The biggest thing with McKinney is if he doesn't finish the fight in the first round, you have to worry what comes next. I think McKinney first round is always a decent bet. I don't know about betting the money line with confidence of Duncan, but I do think potentially like fight starts round 2 with Duncan to win or something like that could be cool. Bro, if we see McKinney be tactical and technical, I would just give him a standing ovation. I will give him a standing ovation. Listen, I almost picked McKinney. I won't lie to you guys. I'll tell you, you guys get the insight on the live streams of what my thought process. Bro, I almost picked McKinney. I was thinking about picking McKinney first. Then I'm like, but Duncan's tough. If Duncan can fight the grappling off. So that fight could go either way. I understand the McKinney dog love. The biggest thing, right? If he doesn't get an early finish, I don't believe in his abilities past the first round. How can I? We've never seen his abilities past the first round. I mean, he's got 1 win in the second round or third round submission. You're in Boulder, Colorado. You'd love a cruise to the Bahamas. Listen, bro, you got to fly to Florida and take one. What's up, AJ? Never thought I'd say I'm watching from a plane flying over Nevada. Hey, let's go Austin Edwards Tier 1. I have a great flight. I have a great flight, bro. Have a great flight. Your name is Bayram? Bayram. W, brother. I'll be streaming UFC 323, but no, I'm not going in person. I cover all the cards live right here. Bikini issue is the chin because he can win the first two. He's good for two, but Duncan hits hard. Instinct pick was Duncan based on grip, but when upon further study, you're going McKinney, no bet. Understood, Ryan Rose. We have seen Duncan starch in round one, but to be fair, we've also seen McKinney starch in round one. Who's more likely to lose, Moreno or Pantoja? I think both are in dog fights. He did go through a war with Rebeshki, fair. He did. How long has he had off since that Rebeshki fight? 4 months now? By the time we get to fight night? Nazim Sadikov is definitely a live underdog, bro. Yeah. Definitely. Chat, I need the likes ran up. We're at 31. Let's get 50. Let's run the likes up crazy, bro. Pump the algorithm for your boy. It's a chill Monday stream. You guys know the Monday vibes are very relaxed, man. Taking a 28-day trip to Cali for a nice little reset before the new year. I've only ever been in Michigan and Florida. Very excited for this. Thank you for the safe travels. Bro, have fun, Austin Edwards Tier 1. No UFC this weekend, but if you're stateside, we got Thanksgiving on Thursday, so that's why. Machado in his return fight fought Ludovic Klein, though, who's kind of a world beater. Machado fought upside. Ludovic's good as fuck. Listen, man, if your McKinney call hits, Brady, you're going to be the gem on the underdog attack. Hey, what's up, KZ? Duncan's only sub is guillotine, and McKinney has never been gillied. McKinney has all types of subs. McKinney club and sub is what I'm thinking. Fair point. I get it. I fully get it, bro. I think McKinney is live for a club and sub. What's up, Joe 420? I'm off to Thailand next month. I got tickets to One Championship. Got any tips on One Championship? I mean, if you let me know one fight you want me to look at, I can look for you. But you know, I don't cover One FC. I'll call myself a One FC casual. If Duncan doesn't get brutally chinned in the first, he wins. That's what it comes down to. Arman gets the title shot, then Max versus Patty. I like Patty versus Gaethje. What's up, Tom Tanaka? Happy Thanksgiving, my American brothers. Do you guys have a Thanksgiving in Canada, Stormy Nomi, or anything like it? McKinney is dangerous as fuck. Can he survive being Duncan? Can he survive the early onslaught? Remains to be seen. One events are sick in person. I recommend show up when the event starts. The prelim show up. Don't wait till the main. Definitely. I'd definitely go to a One Championship event, bro. Kidding me? That'd be fucking amazing. If I was in Asia, I'd definitely go. It's in October? Okay. Interesting. So for the Canadians, man, you guys just forced with an off week for nothing, huh? I'm sorry to my Canadian brothers, dog. You're going to Seattle next month for an NFL game? Enjoy the fuck out of that. Was that BS about Gaethje retiring? I mean, the BS about Gaethje retiring was he claimed that if he doesn't get a title shot, he's willing to retire. But I don't think you can like blackmail the UFC for a title fight, though. Like, let's keep it a buck, man. The most deserving guy is Arman Tsarukyan. Van versus Pantoja goes distance is the money call. I could see it. What's up, mixed martial artist? How you doing, brother? Yo, yo. It's a chill stream, bruh. I'll be live this evening, too. I'll text Mike Finch right now and just see if he wants to do Moneyline tonight. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Where's Waldo is the fucking man? I was just texting Mike Finch. If you guys were wondering, I was just asking him about what he's thinking for tonight. Yeah, that's why there's no UFC. What is Verhoeven doing? I think he's going to transition to mixed martial arts. Or maybe he'll shock everybody and he'll go do traditional boxing. Waldo is low key the BMF. What's my sports background? So I did martial arts growing up, mix of kickboxing, boxing, and then, a little bit of Muay Thai in my mid teens. And then I did boxing after that solely. And then I fought in boxing before. And then I did some jujitsu in my early 20s. What's up, AJ? Just tuning in on lunch break. What's up, Ryan Cuesta, aka formerly the Zohan, but now you just Ryan Cuesta up in here, my brother. Waldo is the fucking man. Whereas Waldo, he's here knocking you out. He knocks everybody down. His power is coming together nicely. You like the Niners spread? Oh shit. I did ballet, bro. Yep, that's actually it. I did ballet, bro. I was a ballerina for many, many years, chat. I was a ballerina. World class ballerina, bro. One of the greatest in the fucking planet. Yo, you're gonna have to change your username, bro, to @the_Zohan. Ballet J actually vibes though. Ballet J actually sounds badass. Yo, is Ballet J in the building on a fucking Monday, chilling and streaming? So I think, and you guys can tell me what you think. I think worst case scenario, I might do a solo money line tonight if the Finch man's not available. And then I might bring members on. That's crazy, Brady. I'm sober, Jay. AJ's actually a world champion power slap athlete. That's the truth. You guys didn't know. Did you guys see that power slap has this Indian power slap guy that's winning? So there is a combat sports high level athlete. Pick him MMA. I didn't pick flip, bro. I didn't pick flip pick him. I freaked out for a minute and then I walked it back and I officially picked Kyoji Horiguchi, brother. Don't feel bad, pick him. No, it would have been my own choice anyways. But no, I didn't pick flip, dog. I did for a segment. I said, no, I'm wrong. I'm pick flipping back. I'm keeping my original pick. I'm doing good, Swerve. What's up? I think members money line call in sounds kind of badass tonight, especially with the Finch man potentially not there. I feel like it would be pretty cool to do a call in style show. You just shave your beard off, bro. You'll regret it in a week, but it'll come back fast. I hope JDM doesn't want a losing streak like every other welterweight champ. It depends who he fights next. Tagir is the Abu Baker of the Dagestani. Rose Simmons, 2026, brother, man. After the holidays. I ain't going to start now, bro. I got too much shit going on. I'll be going out of town left and right. Then Christmas, bro, it'll be closed. I'll be burning money doing that. Horiguchi's call out was fucking legendary. Agent, no matter what, look forward to the money line. Hey, let's go, useless. It'll be a badass money line showcase. I'm excited for it too. The money line savage show. I feel like it could be a vibe taking guest. Tagir will go to 135. I like your early prediction vid. When was the last time you did early picks? It's been a while, useless, but I had to because I said, it's the last pay-per-view of all time. Let me fucking do it early. And I want to give myself the chance to hit 30,000 views on it. And I feel like an extra week. I mean, bro, the video is moving like wildfire already. In the first 15 hours, we're already at 7,000 views, bro. So on track to clear 25, but potentially more. Pantoja, I will beat your ass, bro. Like, I was like, give him the title shot. If Pantoja wins, title shot. I feel like Tatsuro Tyra this weekend, if he submits Brandon Moreno, though, he will have a feather in the cap with that. There's so many contenders. Flyweight is stacked, bro. I love the flyweight division. End of the year on the Cop Royval Apex card. To be fair, it's a good Apex card. Yaroslav Amosov making the UFC debut against Neil Magny, too. Bro, I have so many video ideas that I want to do. Like, I just want to have some fun videos, man. I have some ideas, bro. It's a me, Tatsuro Taira. I am picking Tyra. I'm going Tyra's witness mode. I had to pick Tyra, bro. Moreno's good, though. It's not an easy fight. They need to bring Mokaev back. I feel like they eventually will. Give Kyoji the winner of the Moreno fight this weekend. That's actually not a bad idea either. I love Tyra, bro. I'm going with the new guard, bro. I've been on Van all the way up. I'm supposed to go against it. Yeah, I think Bruno's going to beat Vittori. Vittori looks so bad recently. Like, I can't pick the Vittori of modern era. Vittori versus Paulo Costa was different. Nicholas Dalby was a bad man, but I left Isaac Mayev off of the confident picks for that reason. The debuting guy off a layoff. He'll be back, though. I'm very curious to see how Tyra deals with Moreno's boxing. Bro, if Joshua Van beats Pantoja, though, that's going to be sick. That's going to be something out of a fucking movie. I think he can. Bro, I'll be damned if I was going to pick against him. You know, I couldn't. Because there's a pathway. There's a pathway. Any good tape? I mean, you can watch him versus grapplers, but like, you know, he never fought a Pantoja, to be fair. But I do respect the defense. Gable Stevenson looked amazing. I'll tell you which fights that you can check out to see Joshua Van's takedown defense. So, Joshua Van, right? He fought Ray Saruya, and he was taken down a bit. It was 4 takedowns out of 21. Okay. His get up game looks strong there. And that was back in March, as before he beat Brandon Royval. Guys have taken him down, but nobody's done much on the ground against him, you know? Nobody showed out. If Van can survive Pantoja's body triangle, then he might have a chance. Completely agree. You did call my Van picks weak. You guys knew I was picking Van. Come on. But yeah, Gable Stevenson looked like a force to be reckoned with. Holy shit. I think AJ talked me into Van. Didn't take much. You call Van fights like it's nobody's business. That's your boy. It is, bro. And I'm like, Pantoja on the feet is going to get cracked, bro. The reason that guys like Kai Kara France or Kai Asakura were so easy to body is because they don't throw combos. They have power in one big shot. He definitely hasn't fought anybody with BJJ like Pantoja. I completely agree. But I will say, Pantoja has not fought a combination striker like Van before, especially that short, compact build. Wait, who fought in ONE FC? Who we talking about? Saigidas Akhmaev? Yeah, but it was years ago. I don't know with the Van fight. If they, I don't know. I don't know what the line movement's gonna look like. Who do I want to see on UFC 6? Islam Makhachev, bro. They'll probably put Pereira on it, but Islam should be on it. First ever UFC event I watched live. I don't know exactly because like I watched a few random fight nights, but I remember the one that I saw that I was like, I need to watch this forever was the Anderson Silva Forrest Griffin fight. And then I started watching every pay-per-view consistently. UFC 109. Relentless. Gable has not fought in ONE FC. Now he fought in Anthony Pettis FC. I've watched so many lives, and this is a 10 out of 1,000. Lame ass. Are you trying to rage bait me, bro? I'll say this. I got nothing negative to say about you because I really like the Deadpool profile pic. But as far as your comment goes, man, it sounds like you're coping with the fact that I'm quick on the mic and having a good time with my chat. John Jones was the youngest champ at 21. John Jones, he is the definition of all-time greatness, but I'm 80% sure he was 23 when he won the belt, my brother. If he was 21, though, good call, but I don't remember. I thought he was 23. Let me double check. I thought he was 23 years old. He beat Shogun Hua. He was 23 years old in 8 months. Yes, 23. 23. 21 would be too crazy. Too crazy, bro. Gable Stevenson, dude, he'll beat Buyo and Denzel Freeman in the same night, bro. Sign Gable to the UFC right now. Been listening to you for a week, bro. You need to watch more LFA and regional cards. You're too bought into the UFC. Why am I watch all of this stuff on replay, though. What do you mean? I cover the UFC full time. I'm not gonna do LFA full card predictions and betting breakdown because that's just it's not what many people watch. Thank you, bro. It is an elite stream. Thank you, dog. Jones was 23 in 8 months when he won the belt. 21 would be too crazy, pick him. Holy shit. Does Van beat the record if he beats Pantoja? No, I don't think so. I think Joshua Van is 24. Yeah, 24. No, he won't beat the record. But he will be the youngest current champion. I should have streamed last night. Missed the opportunity trying to help you. I'm sorry I didn't stream last night, bro. I was busy doing fucking full card predictions a week early for my people, bro. I just viewed that as more valuable than watching Gable live. But would I have if I didn't have a full card pick show? I would have went live for Gable's fight. But I'm not gonna be doing LFA fight companions, bro. That's Pick'em's lane, bro. Pick'em MMA. You want to watch that? Watch Pick'em, bro. He be going live for all that stuff. I think you're one of the few OGs that don't suffer from nostalgia bias. You recognize Islam as a top 5 GOAT, not like some of the unks that still have John, GSP, Silva, DJ, and Aldo as their top 5. Yeah, no. I love that era. Don't get it twisted, but come on, dude. I was also a kid watching all that, right? So my brain is more open than somebody that got into MMA at 30. Like I started watching MMA at like 10. So it's a little bit different when you're watching as a little kid. Like I was just a young kid not knowing what the fuck was going on, but I knew that I liked MMA. I was like, this is really dope. I saw the Aiden GSP collab. GSP said BJ Penn 1 was his hardest fight. He won by split, but did Johnny Hendricks arguably beat him? Johnny Hendricks arguably beat him, but he was on, dude, Hendricks is on steroids, bro. GSP, listen, GSP is a GOAT. Why don't older fans want to admit current fighters are better? It's just they're biased towards what they grew up with first, right? That's just how it works, dude. That's just how it always works. But not for me, bro. I'm not biased, bro. Yeah, I saw Conor McGregor found Jesus. You know, I'm gonna give you guys a hot take. I don't think you find Jesus through psychedelic drugs necessarily, but maybe that is how you find Jesus. Maybe that I don't know. Maybe that is. Maybe that is how you find Jesus. It's like he feels renewed, but it's not about feeling renewed in the moment right after you get off the psychedelics. It's like making that lifestyle better. Carlos Condit was a fucking bad dude, bro. Holy shit. That's a throwback. How long do you think Conor will stay clean? I mean, I hope permanently, but eventually that psychedelic bliss wears off. Biggest parlay ever hit on the channel? I know the biggest one recently was the cycle parlay from last week. The Mystic Mac on the lunchtime chat. What's up? What's up, James Blinn? Islam is good everywhere. I mean, his defense may be goated, but his boxing just isn't. To be fair, though, his boxing's not bad. His boxing worked against Poirier. He outboxed him. I don't think the UFC's paying Cejudo to take a dive. I just think Cejudo has 1 foot out the door. I mean, bro, Mike Finch has seen Cejudo over the recent years just getting high all the time. You know? Conor said he saw himself die and was looking above his coffin. Listen, I hope that he stays clean. I hope that it changes his life, and I hope we see him back in the octagon. I hope he does 2 more fights for us. Bilal landed some shots on Ian Garry, but you must understand, Bilal can throw hands. Bro, did you guys? Yeah, Wing C got knocked out, or he got choked out. Yeah, Wing C took the loss, bro. I saw it. Wing C got kicked in the head and then choked out. If GSP was here today and active, KZ would have hated him. Honestly, KZ, you would have hated GSP, I think. He wouldn't have been your favorite fighter, I'll tell you that much. You've prayed for Conor for years. I'm glad that your prayers were answered, dude. I have never had mega stuffed Oreos, bro. I prefer a double stuffed or regular. Or even the thins, bro. Mega stuff just seems like too much to me. You picking against Pantoja, didn't learn your lesson with JDM? All right, Pantoja is great, but he is not Islam Makhachev. Pantoja is great, but he is not Islam. DJ killed Wing C's chin, actually. He was such a sore loser, bro. He didn't shake his hand after anything. I was glad that kid kicked his ass. Try the mega stuff. It's that good? Wow. Okay. Mega stuff Oreos. Thins is psycho behavior. Holy shit. Sorry, harsh truth. I'm sorry that I call you a guy sometimes. It's my mistake. My apologies. After the DJ head kick, he's been dropped, I think, 2 or 3 times now. And in back-to-back fights, the chin is gone. Ian Garry's so cringe. Dude was literally clip farming, trying to provoke Chimaev. I don't think he did anything that bad to Khamzat, though. Khamzat just went off. But I will say, like, Ian Garry tests the waters with what he says. He's not going to do anything. I was like, what is he talking about? I like Ian Garry, bro. I don't give a fuck. I think Ian Garry's slick. AJ, I love you, man. Thanks to your insight. I put 300 on Arman sub. I'm sleeping well tonight. Thank you, AJ UBs. Hey, Katie Juhas, W. Prime GSP or Prime Islam? I'm going to pick Islam. Johnny Hendricks would never have that. I don't care how much steroids he's on. He would never have that success. Nah, bro. Islam would beat GSP. And I love GSP. I think GSP is definitely still a GOAT. But I think Islam Makhachev is a different animal. But I might be overhyping the Jack Della win. Maybe that won't be the case. If we could see them fight, that would be a blessing. He could have made 155, which is insane. You sometimes asked ChatGPT about some matchups. I was pretty confident with Gushkov pick until ChatGPT told me Jan is a nightmare matchup. Understand, ChatGPT doesn't know much. It only knows what it's told. It's fed information, so it knows a lot, but it doesn't have any opinions of its own. It's ChatGPT. ChatGPT is good for like statistics, but you're really asking it to make a fight prediction. It can weigh out only the evidence that you give it. I should have stayed home and bet on UFC, went deer hunting and didn't even see one. All my picks were right except Bogdan Grad. Damn, King of the North. But you know what? Did you have a good time hunting? Also, chat, we're at 46 likes. Let's get 50 likes up in here on a Monday. We need 50 likes up in here on a Monday. Let's get 50 likes, you savages. There's PFL this weekend? Is there? I didn't even know that. PFL doesn't promote their cards. If there's PFL, I had no idea there was a PFL card this PFL doesn't promote. No, there's no PFL this weekend. No. PFL next weekend, but not this weekend. Not even next week. It's the weekend after, excuse me. Vadim Nemkov versus Renan Ferreira versus for the heavyweight title. Chris Cyborg, Sarah Collins, Taylor Lapilus versus Liam Grittens. So interesting, right? If you're a fighter that has a dream of being a world champ, the PFL offers you a contract for a little bit of cash. Do you sign that deal and do you put your dreams aside, going down as a true go to the sport? Or do you say, no, I will only fight the best? Ramazan Kurmagomedov versus Shamil Musayev is a cool fight, though. February 7th. PFL. Usman Nurmagomedov, Elfie Davis. Yeah, she's fighting some 8-5 girl, bro. What is that? Denise Kiholtz. Denise Kiholtz actually is a good kickboxer, but Dakota Ditchva is going to clear. You think Gary will be champion? In fact, he's willing to go all over the world and train with numerous gyms rather than sticking loyal to one. That's why we see such improvements in his overall game. To be fair, though, he's been loyal to shoot the box now. Ian Gary versus Islam Makhachev is such a fucking good fight. Ian Gary has better footwork than Jack Della and better defense grappling. And he's got a big height advantage on Islam. I love the idea of those two fighting. It would be a mistake for the UFC not to book those two. I think we can create a super card. Ask me. I mean, tell me if I'm wrong. Don't ask me. Tell me if I'm wrong. What if the UFC won't do this? First thing, I know for a fact we won't get this. But can you imagine if they did Islam Makhachev main event versus Ian Gary, co-main event, Ilia Topuria versus Arman Tsarukyan? That would be one of the biggest cards of all time, but they won't. I think that will be separate pay-per-views. I am telling you, bro, I have such a good video idea that I want to do of the fights we need to see in 2025. I just don't want to do that video today. Like, I thought about doing it this week, but I'm like, damn, there's still going to be more fights that I want to see after the fights this weekend, We'll see. I don't know. I might still do that fucking video. It might still be worth my while. Church is in session, ladies and gentlemen. The Pastor J is here. You're going Van inside distance, bro. Van's hands are crazy. No, I think Islam is actually better than Habib. He could deal with the grappling and then stop him. He'd outstrike him. Patty versus Justin is the perfect fight. Shavkat Usman is also a great fight. Usman is trying to force himself into a title fight. No, it is a Shavkat fight. And if it's not a Shavkat fight, Usman versus Prates actually makes a lot of sense. Usman cannot pull a Justin Gaethje. Well, I only have 2 fights left, so I deserve a title shot. He's got 1 win as of recent. I think Usman versus Shavkat is the fight they make, though. And I think Prates versus Michael Morales is it. No, title eliminator Gary versus Morales? I don't think so. Morales is good, but you can't tell me that what Ian Gary has done isn't worth more than the Sean Brady win. It is. I think you should take advantage of the No UFC weekend to make content like that, especially because after the last event of the year, you'll most likely be doing a UFC 2025 awards vid. True. True, true, true. Gary said for Islam, he will stay in Georgia training with Southpaw wrestlers. That's fucking crazy. But I believe it too. Bro, Ian Gary, he's special, man. Bro, Bukowskis is gonna beat fucking Krilov's ass, bro. I can't wait. Bukowskis is the fucking man. I like Bukowskis. I'm a Bukowskis fan. Like I'm rooting for Bukowskis. I know that some of the elite guys probably give him a lot of trouble, but I think that he can break into the top 15. Is he ranked in the top 15 already? He's close to it, if not. But I think he can like beat a Krylov. If Bukowskis beats Krylov, bro, there's options. Ian Machado Gary, is he's still ranked 6th. The UFC hasn't updated the rankings yet. He shouldn't be ranked 6th. Krylov is definitely washed. Gary has beaten 2 top 15 fighters, 2 top 10 fighters, and 2 top 5 fighters. Nobody, and I mean nobody, deserves a shot over Gary. Agreed. Krylov's definitely washed. If Van becomes champ, how good is Charles Johnson? Charles Johnson is really good. It's just he's a 5-round fighter stuck in 3-round fights. Gary, the most disrespected fighter in the UFC, too, never gets the respect he deserves. I think he definitely deserves a title fight. Definitely deserves a title fight. Title fight. I'm fucking picking up an accent. Jesus. And he gave Shavkat a fucking battle on short notice, bro. 5-round short notice fight, making Shavkat look human. Hey, happy holidays to you, Invincible, my guy. Bro, Marab is fucking awesome, bro. Far from boring. Tuning at work while eating lunch. What's up, Max Hirsch Bischoff? Chilling, brother. Split decision, Gary. He beat Bilal by unanimous decision, though. Really tell me right now, when I read this resume off, what do you think? So there is a fighter, okay? There is a fighter on the come up right now that I think is must watch. He has wins over ranked opposition, lots of it, not just a few guys, okay? His name is Michael Morales, and Michael Morales has wins over D-Rod, Neil Magny, Jeff Neal, Michael Venom Page, Carlos Prates, and Bilal Muhammad. You know what people are saying? Michael Morales, give him a title shot right now. But because it's Ian Gary, they're like, no, no, no. I mean, Shavkat is that dude, but he's been out injured too long. He should fight Usman. If Michael Morales had the resume of Ian Gary, people would be screaming title shot. But because of the loss to Shavkat a year ago and Shavkat not having fought since then and being injured, it's like, I think Ian Gary deserves it based on the fucking merit. Ian versus Khamzat at 185? I don't think so. Khamzat's going to be fighting against Nasruddin Imavov. You know what, KZ? I'm glad that you think he should get the title shot, regardless of the personal feelings. I think Shavkat versus the side of Kamaru Usman. That's the fight. Or you think Morales would have stopped those guys, knock on the decision? Maybe. Listen, I'm not saying no. Michael Morales is great. I think Michael Morales is one fight away from gold. You could do Michael Morales versus Shavkat Rakhmonov in a battle of undefeateds. Yes, Morales finishing capabilities. I get it. Shavkat beating Garrett with a broken foot. Did he? It's like Shavkat was so injured. That's why Ian Gary gave him a tough fight. Well, they'll do the rematch. But Shavkat needs to fight, bro. You can't sit on the sidelines and wait for a title shot. But they might surprise us. They might go Shavkat versus fucking Makhachev and say, here you go. Welcome back, Shavkat. Then at that point, all right, Ian Gary versus Morales. Tell me now, though, Usman versus Prates. Could you see Prates chinning Usman bad? Because I could. I low-key want to see Usman Prates. JDM Prates is a great fight. It's just, what are we doing with Kamaru Usman? Him versus Bilal would actually make a lot of sense, but I don't think he wants to take the Bilal fight. Gary caused Shavkat to get not one, but two knee replacements. Ian Gary's a nightmare to fight against the way he attacks the legs. You think Ian Gary will be easy like JDM and Islam? That's fine, but I still want to see the fight. Gary versus Bonfim. You know, Kumar Lee, you are a certified Ian Gary hater. Bonfim's biggest win is Randy Brown. And we're going to act like the win for Ian Gary over Bilal doesn't fucking create a title fucking situation. At least say Michael Morales or somebody like Uzman or even Jack Della. To be fair, I'd be down for Jack Della versus Shavkat as well. That'd be a great fight. Dalby's a legend because he took Gabriel Bonfim's O. He deserves a lot of respect for it. That was a beautiful bust of a prospect. Buckley versus Bilal next. Honestly, that kind of makes perfect sense. But I want to see Bilal fight Usman, though. The anti-Ian Gary bias is crazy. You're just messing around. I'm glad you're just messing around. Jack Della is probably going to take a break. I think that Carlos Prates versus Michael Venom Page would also be a sick fight, but I think MVP is staying up at middleweight. The toughest fight for Ian Gary that he won was fucking MVP. And he beat MVP. Gary has to beat the entire top 15 before he gets his title shot. Exactly, bro. He has to beat every guy before he gets a title shot. Let's just start him from Mike Malott all the way in the back. I don't want to see Usman get the title shot. I want Usman versus Shavkat or Usman versus Bilal is perfect. Then if Usman wins again, like, yeah, he's in the running, but realistically, he's not really in the title picture. Michael Morales on fire right now. You know, Shavkat undefeated. Ian Gary, like, these guys are ahead of him. Even Carlos Prates. Prates versus Usman actually makes a lot of sense. JDM versus Prates is definitely like the banger fight for the fans. Nobody hates on MVP, who's the closest to Gary, but all hate in the world for Gary. There's a lot of hate against Gary. Too much hate against Gary. I think Bilal versus Usman is still a cool fight, though. Who wouldn't want to see Bilal Usman? I would matchmake Bilal versus Usman because, okay, Usman wins. Great. Bilal wins. Cool. Like, it doesn't really matter. I get the mentality of, like, you know, some that want Islam Makhachev versus Usman because they want that name on his resume, but, like, does it really mean shit? Morales versus Shavkat is perfection. Bilal couldn't get Gary down. I think he's on the decline. I mean, Ian Gary's just really hard to take down. Ian Gary's fucking hand fighting and takedown defense is second to none. Ian Gary's just really fucking good, brother. Ian Gary's a special fighter, bro. Ian Gary is a different animal, dog. My nose is bothering me. If you guys wonder why I keep sniffling. True, Usman saved the event against Khamzat and he did do pretty good. Want to see Morales fight ASAP? The most damage he took was from his hands whooping Brady's ass. Who's the perfect guy to get him to turn around against? It's Carlos Prates because of availability. Give Prates Shavkat. We need to see him against a wrestler again. Bro got his back taken by Leon. Fair point. When is Shavkat's timeline of return? That's the issue. Hey, what's up, Jordan Harper? He's good for sure. Still not beating Morales or Islam. I'm not saying Ian Gary definitely wins, but I definitely want to see him fight. Ian Gary definitely changed my mind the last couple. Yep. I was hating last year. 2025, I'm not. After the Shavkat fight, I said, "Wow, bro, bad motherfucker." I'm glad Conor McGregor is ditching the drugs, man. I want Conor McGregor to do a comeback fight. I'm hoping that he turns around. He's good for business. Michael Morales versus JDM, Prates versus Usman, and Shavkat Bilal, Islam versus Ian. I don't hate that. But my issue is with Prates versus Usman. Dude, I think fucking Usman might duck that fight because he knows Prates is striking as hell for him. I will say, though, Shavkat versus Bilal, that'd be a cool fight to watch. I think Pantoja is the free money you've seen since Islam JDM. A lot of people ride with these strikers. They got shit ground game. I think that saying Joshua Van has a shit ground game, is overplaying it. Morales gets outpointed by Garry. That's the thing, right? Everybody acting like Morales is a lock against Garry. He hits really fucking hard, but you got to hit Ian Garry, and that's not easy to do. Clean, yeah, sure. Bilal got some shots through. But Ian Garry's tactical. Bro, Conor McGregor come back. People can shit on Conor, and they have a right to. But if he is fighting, it is good for the UFC. And there are a ton of eyes on a Conor McGregor fight. My God, bro. Chat, we're at 62 likes. Let's get 65 up in here. Let's get 65 like Jay up in here, chat. Pump that algorithm for your boy. I'll also be live tonight. Tonight. Does Shavkat come back the same person before he comes back at all? 2 knee replacements, a foot surgery, or no joke. That's why I definitely think he needs a tune-up fight. But the problem is there is no tune-up fights. The worst he can probably get is Usman. I saw McGregor's shorts come out. McGregor in a White House return would be crazy. McGregor versus Chandler is probably the fight that they'll do. Chandler will be dancing. Finally, I get this McGregor fight. Surprise, surprise, the king is back. If Conor goes out and knocks Michael Chandler senseless, you're telling me right now he doesn't have a chance to put himself in the fucking title picture at 170? It's Conor McGregor, bro. Conor McGregor can do whatever the fuck he wants. If he can make 155, Conor McGregor versus Ilia Topuria could be happening. And I would love to see it. And I know people say, oh, bro, you know, it's Glazer shit. But Conor is of a different caliber as far as his marketability, that he's always one win away from a title shot. He goes out and knocks Chandler unconscious. I'm back. I'm better. This is the Conor McGregor of old, but born again. And then toss, I thank Jesus. And bro, they're going to put him in. They could put him in at fucking 170. Islam Makhachev. He calls him out after the fight. They might want to duck doing that Islam fight, though. There's going to be a riot pre-fight between Conor's team and Islam's. You do realize if Conor McGregor has a second prime and gets a win and finds himself in a big fight against Islam Makhachev or Ilia Topuria, you do realize the sport is going to reach a new high, right? Like, you guys do understand that for us, and especially for me covering the game, Conor McGregor succeeding is amazing because it is going to draw the biggest numbers, okay? A Conor McGregor comeback fight is huge. A Conor McGregor win and a big fight against the champion is mega shit. Conor versus Ilia would be one of the biggest, if not the biggest fights of all time since the Khabib fight. A born-again Conor McGregor. Listen, if Conor McGregor is able to turn up and get one nice win, and then they give him a big fight, doesn't matter what happens in the fight. If he is able to convince some people that he can make it happen, holy shit. Bro, he doesn't necessarily need a second prime, KZ. He needs one big moment. He needs a knockout win. If he is able to knock out a Michael Chandler, he is in the running for gold. There's so many huge options. If he can make 155, there's a Topuria fight. There's a fucking Paddy Pimblett fight. If he's at 170, there's an Ian Garry fight. There's an Islam Makhachev fight. I'm telling you right now, people are going to say, bro, no, you're just glazing Conor, the old era. I promise, bro. Regardless of how he does in the next fight, the first fight on the comeback win, I promise you, is going to be the next biggest fight of all time. It's of the Conor McGregor Khabib category, but the sport is even bigger now. I promise you guys, if Conor McGregor versus Ilia Topuria happened, that would be a fucking movie. Listen, I get it. Conor is towards the end. Conor's old. Listen, Conor is past his prime. Fair. But I don't think a guy that's as special as McGregor couldn't turn up for one more and have a breakout win. He's 37, okay? He's going to be 38 in July. So, yes, he is pushing that age where they start being washed. And he hasn't won a fight since 2020. Absolutely true, okay? Win before that was 2016. Yes, he's of the old era. But somebody that was as clean with timing as Conor McGregor, you put him in right now. And now Conor McGregor that is properly motivated, training right, not fucking around, and you give him Michael Chandler, he knocks Michael Chandler out. With a win against Michael Chandler, the fucking world is his oyster, bro. An Islam Makhachev Conor McGregor fight is still big business. An Ilia Conor McGregor fight, I think, is even better. I know it's not 2016, bro. This is not Unc J. This is just me telling you that the biggest star in UFC history winning a fight on the comeback and then doing another fight is huge, bro. And it's big for all of us. It's better for the sport. Do I think he beats Ilia Topuria? Fuck no. Do I think that he beats Ian Gary? Fuck no. Do I think that he beats Islam? Fuck no. Do I think he beats Paddy Pimblett? No. No. He needs Sober J as the handler. I would allow that if I needed to. I don't think he wins a world title. He doesn't need to win. He just needs to convince us that he thinks he's going to win. And I promise you, it will be mega shit. And he's still got the fucking pop in the hands. Do I think that he goes out and wins a world title again? Fuck no. It's not gonna be. But that's not what it needs to be. I don't need him to win a world title. I need him to win against Michael Chandler and then get a big fight and talk. It's 100% Unc J, but we're here for it. Listen, I don't care if you call me Unc J. I'm not saying that Conor McGregor is going to win. I think I'd be Unc J if I was telling you he's going to beat Ilia Topuria. No, he'll get knocked out. He'll get beat by Paddy on the ground. He'll get ground and pounded and subbed by Islam Makhachev. Understand that I recognize Ian Gary will strike from distance and kickbox him up. I fully know, but it's not about the result, okay? It is about the what could be with a Conor McGregor in a big fight. It's huge for the sport. It's huge for us fans, and it's huge for the channel too. Conor McGregor coming back and actually winning against Michael Chandler and convincing us he's still got some fight left. I hate it, but damn, AJ, you get me hyped up for any fight. Listen, I'm promoter Jay at heart. I promise, guys, you will all say if Conor McGregor wins and he has a convincing win, he makes it look easy. Holy shit, maybe he's got a chance. What if he catches Islam? And he's going to convince you that he's going to do it. He calls for the title. I'm telling you right now, it will be massive. AJ is talking like he bet the McGregor 2026 155-pound future plus 20,000. No, I don't think he wins the belt. I don't even know if he can make 155. I'm thinking an Islam fight at 170 would probably be it. But I'll tell you this much. A properly disciplined Conor McGregor beats Michael Chandler's ass, bro. Michael Chandler is not good. Michael Chandler is completely fallen off, bro. Conor McGregor knocks Michael Chandler out in the first round. If Conor McGregor is properly motivated and trains right and isn't doing cocaine and drinking, it's an easy fight. Michael Chandler is a level below him. Michael Chandler is not good. He was good in Bellator in his prime, but he's not good now. Don't make the mistake in thinking that Michael Chandler, because he went 5 rounds with Charles Oliveira, somehow has like some skills at a high level. No, he's just really explosive. Benoit Saint-Denis fucks up Michael Chandler. Michael Chandler beats like a Benny Dariush, guy with no chin. I don't think Conor will struggle with Chandler. I really think Michael Chandler is washed too, and Conor will fuck him up. But he needs to be focused, and I don't know if he will be. A properly motivated and training Conor McGregor can get a title fight. Does he win the belt? No. No, he doesn't. He loses. But the spectacle of the walkout, of the pre-fight press conference, of the lead up, they can do a world tour. I'm telling you right now. Dana White does not want to get too excited about this because he's thinking the same thing. If Conor comes back motivated and wins and isn't on fucking drugs, oh my God. The sport's bigger now. This would be the biggest fight in history. He can sell it. The Poirier fight. I broke my leg. I was unmotivated. I was on this. I found Jesus. This is a new me. I'm telling you, he's going to use this Jesus shtick. I'm back for gold. I have one more run. Come on, bro. I want to see Conor McGregor focus. Conor McGregor can turn it around. Like Rocky 3 type shit. And he could be doing it just for the money. But I'm telling you, you know how much money he'll make for that? Oh my God. He's got all the money in the world, but he'll blow up more. He'll be a billionaire quick. He doesn't need the money, but if he wants the megastar, if he's doing it for vanity too, because I want to prove a fucking point. If he still has that dog in him that wants to win, that same McGregor that was able to go from fucking rags to riches, he can turn up and get a win over Michael Chandler. My opinion on the open field instead of a cage thing. Stupid. It's a shit watch. I used to talk about that point and be like, yeah, that makes sense. Now, the cage is good for everybody. The fights are in a cage, bro. We're not doing UFC fights in a football field. That just wouldn't sell. That'd be stupid. No, that doesn't make sense. Fuck no to that. That sounds like ass, actually. I don't want to see McGregor box, bro. You guys, I used to be a Joe Rogan regurgitator when I was a kid, right? Anything he would say, I'd be like, yeah, man. I think critically and for myself now, I think MMA on a football field would look really dumb. It's like MMA on a mat. What happens when they run off the mat? They have to reset in the center? Like, it doesn't make any sense. MMA is good just how it is in the cage. Just how it is. Just how it is. Dude, but it'd be dumb, right? They'd be taking points for stalling it. Now, the cage is perfect. Bro, a cage fight is the most badass thing in the world. Any combat sport in a cage is better. Oh, bro, he's doing Muay Thai in a cage. Boxing in a cage is more badass. AJ, stop it. You're starting to make me believe we're going to see Conor fight again. Don't get my hopes up. I'm sitting at work, hype as fuck. I'm telling you, Jordan Harper, there's a chance that he does. I promise, bro. Lots of people are guru regurgitators. Well, he is now the mainstream. He's what Rogan once was with MMA opinions. I promise you guys, a Conor McGregor comeback would be spectacle. Imagine having to fight MVP on a football field. It'd be the most boring fight ever, but he'd probably win against everyone. Fuck all that, though. No, the cage is good. You can't run in the cage, all right? You can run a little bit, but not too much. What's my lock for 323? I don't know yet. UFC on a trampoline, bro. Let's go. Trampoline FC. Chat, we're at 66 likes. Let's get 70 likes up in here. I want more likes moving, man. Pump the algo for the boy on a beautiful Monday. Let's get 70 likes up for the Savage J. All right? What do you guys think about the idea of members joining me live on Moneyline tonight to chop it up? A little members join the Moneyline. Especially if Finch is not coming on, I'll probably just do something like that. Little Moneyline off week special. Trampoline in MMA is pretty cool, though. Trampoline MMA. But no, it would not actually work. Some old lady gets wheel kicked by TRT Vitor is crazy. Armored MMA. You talking about the M1 Global medieval fights? Those are funny as fuck. Medieval MMA is crazy. Michelle Pereira, triple backflip knee to a grounded opponent. That would be his forte. Honestly, trampoline MMA would be Michelle Pereira's world. Bro, the TRT Vitor era was so special. Hey, happy birthday to the Mrs. Brady K. Now You See Me 3. I've heard good things about it too. I'm going to have to watch it. I'm going to have to watch it, Jay, bro. I'm going to have to watch it, Jay. Nah, Conor's not going to fight at BKFC. It's going to be a UFC fight. He's still under contract. He's got 2 UFC fights left. No, notorious. No, notorious. The notorious Conor McGregor. No, notorious. No, notorious. Bro, Gable's knockout was sick, Majestic. Regardless of it being a Domino's driver, it was still a sick KO. But yeah, that guy definitely works at Domino's. Monk Connor incoming. Bro, Conor McGregor has had a spiritual awakening. He has had a spiritual fucking awakening, bro. Surprise, surprise. The king is back. See? I think he did Iboga main. I'm not sure. Something like that. I don't believe Yoel Romero's always been natty. I think they were injecting him with like fucking, gene altering chemicals in fucking Cuba back when he was wrestling. Yeah, that dude was done for after one shot. But hey, I think that Gable Stevenson's got a lot of potential. TRT Vitor versus Prime Yoel Romero, who wins? I will favor the side of Prime Yoel, but TRT Vitor could. TRT Vitor, you could catch him with something crazy. All right, guys. You guys want to see an image that I created for Conor McGregor's coming to Jesus moment? Dun, 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 dun. Fuck. All right, let's get this image. Conor McGregor's coming to Jesus moment is now. What do you think of the image, bro? Accurate, bro. McGregor he's been saved. McGregor's coming to Jesus moment is now. He has found his way back into the light. He has been born again. It's coming to Jesus McGregor. He is renewed. He is reborn. He has had a spiritual awakening. There he is. There he is. No more bullshit. He has been awakened. He has been born again. I hope it's true. I really do. I really hope it's true. It'd be great for the sport. Chat, we're at 68 likes. Let's get 70 likes up in here. We're at 1 hour, 24 minutes stream. Let's get 70. Dun, 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 dun. The prodigal leprechaun. No more bullshit. Exactly. No more bullshit, McGregor. This is the McGregor comeback tour, chat. This is the McGregor comeback. I'll make a deal with you, chat. If we hit 80 likes by the hour, 30-minute mark, I'll stay an extra 15 minutes. I'll stay, so 20 more minutes from now, if we hit 80 likes by the hour, 30-minute mark. I'll stick around a bit longer. So make sure you guys smash the like button. Conor McGregor's spiritual awakening. Dun, 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 dun. What are you going to do? Conor McGregor's spiritual awakening is upon us, chat. He's back. I think Bogdan is going to KO Jan. I think he's ready for the comeback. What's good, Nerd Yin? How you feeling? I'm excited, bro. We're about to hit 80 likes, man. I'm about to stick around a little longer. I'm excited for it. Trying to hang out all day with you savages. Islam might destroy him. He definitely might. I think Bogdan's gonna get him, bro. Right, Gunnar Simmons, dude? I feel like I'm thinking about the reason Jan Blachowicz looked good with Ulberg is because Ulberg's so tactical. But Bogdan is gonna look to get in his face, look to throw big shots, look to make it a dog fight, you know? I think that's gonna get to him. I'm excited as hell for that, dude. That's a great fight. Sticking around a little longer, Jay. Exactly, Stormy Normie. Listen, we're 1 like away from 80. Let's make it happen. I'll stick around for an hour 45. Did they buff Islam in UFC 5? I would assume so, but I don't know. I would assume, but I don't know for sure. You're gonna wake up on your yacht with $500 million or more in your account, a bunch of coke on the table beside you, and go, "Hey, I'm gonna do some DMT and be a cage fighter again." Somehow, some way. He had a spiritual awakening. He had a spiritual awakening. Bump, 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 bump. Is Shamrock ass or his opponent good? Maybe a mix of both. I think Shamrock, Anshu, Jubilee next is perfect. I think that's exactly what's going to happen. Shamrock, Anshu, Jubilee. Your belly laughing, Brady? Holy shit. How is Torres the underdog? He's getting around with KO. I'm wondering the same thing, Majestic. I think people, maybe the bookies especially, they're overhyping. They're overhyping, bro, the side of Grant Dawson's grappling. Connor's next phase will be psychedelic addiction. Holy shit. Conor versus Ilia, listen, the way Conor versus Ilia comes to be is he has to get a win. He has to get a win in that first fight back. He has to go and knock Michael Chandler out in the first round. The reason I think it's going to be Chandler is because it feels like a very winnable fight. Michael Chandler has a lot of flaws. You know? You're waiting for the UFC to announce Therese Finney fighting in the last Apex card of the year. He's not, though. The card is already finished with. Maybe the first Apex card back, which we have no announcements for when these next fights are going to be. We only know January 24th. And I'm sure the UFC is going to have a couple fight nights before the first pay-per-view back. They don't want to start the Paramount deal off with a numbered event. I guess not pay-per-view, a numbered event. You know what I'm saying? They need to do like an Apex card. Probably like January 13th, like an Apex card, something like that. Or January 10th, an Apex card. I don't know. Maybe January 17th. I don't know. I'm assuming there's going to be an Apex card first before anything else. But hey, I'll still be doing content. I'll be doing a lot of live streams. I'll be making fun videos. I'll be hanging out covering the sport while we wait. If there's other fights, I'll go live for. The Jake Paul Anthony Joshua fight, I'll probably do a quick live for. I'll be out of town, but I'll still make it happen. I'll probably do a prediction video for that. Andrew Tate, I'd like to fucking try and tune into that if possible. Can't wait to bet McKinney fight to end of round 1. Unlimited money glitch for his fight. He goes out and he wins the decision. Therese Finney, a.k.a. the king of the lay-in pray. AJ just worried about 6 weeks, no fights, as we all should be. Bro, if they don't do fights for 6 weeks, I am going to flip out. I'll be genuinely upset, bro. Like, I will be really pissed off. I don't know what the hell I'll do with myself. I mean, I'll still be doing a ton of content, but, like, we're going to be in the MMA drought. I don't know. Yeah, Andrew Tate has a boxing match December 20th, the day after the Joshua fight. I'll be sad Jay and upset Jay with you, AJ. Dude, we'll all be down in the dumps. We'll all feel lost. Connor is Shamrock's dad is crazy. Good chance Duncan gets him. I think Duncan's going to beat him too, Majestic. I was like, how do I justify picking a McKinney when Chris Duncan is on a nice win streak and like showing sub skills, showing a chin? And his loss is to Manuel Torres. Manuel Torres is a badass. If Chase Demore wins, I'm going to crack up. That'd be really funny. Chase Demore, I mean, I'll give him credit on his heart, but he's not very good. You know, I like MMA way more. Why? Because like Chase Demore's skill set in MMA, he's getting knocked out in the first round by anybody with any skill. In boxing, like he can survive a little bit, you know? Even in Muay Thai, he's getting destroyed. Like with boxing, like trash skills, you can still go the distance if you're tough. Whereas like in MMA, it don't matter how tough you are if you're on your back getting pounded on. And in Muay Thai, like you're gonna be getting chopped apart and cracked with elbows. Like your toughness is gonna be put to the test in a different way. Whereas boxing, just with the gloves, you know, sometimes you can just survive off grit and a little bit of a chin. McKinney gasses early though. If he doesn't get a finish under 3 minutes, he's 100% getting finished under 1.5. I think you're right, Majestic. AJFC is the only way. Hey, let's go, Thai Nation. The AJFC taking over the game. Wow, we're at a 1-to-1 ratio of likes to concurrent viewers. YouTube, you should be giving me more concurrent viewers, man. You should be showing the stream to more people. We should be looking at a substantial jump with how many likes we have. Like, I should be on track to crack 100 likes here in the next 10 minutes. So make sure you guys hit that like button too if you're enjoying. You pray for Jones' return of the resurgence after his brother's passing. I guarantee you he's making a return. He's coming in with a heavy heart. I think the Pereira fight is what he wants, but don't know if it'll be what he gets. Andrew Tate leans back a lot with his chin up in the air. If Andrew Tate gets knocked out, that would be a comedy. As someone who has 4 siblings, burying one of them would absolutely gut me to core. Really hope he pulls it together and we see a freak come back and be active for his brother's honor. I think there's a chance he's going to. I think he's got more fights left in him. I mean, he's back in the testing pool. Put this man on the algorithm, YouTube. Exactly. Exactly, Katie. I do think I should be more on the algorithm. We're at 87 likes. We're on track to crack 90 at least, which is beautiful. 90 likes on a Monday is spectacular. Jones versus Poatan is the legacy fight to make for the historic White House card. But the UFC, specifically Dana, said he's not going to do it. Bro, Dylan Dennis fight Anthony Taylor. It's a nice card. I think that's the same night that Andrew Tate fights. Conor about to come back and shock the world, bro. I'm excited for the Conor McGregor comeback. I hope it holds to be true. I mean, he had a spiritual awakening. Like the stream if your mother raised a stellar young man or woman. Let's go, Braden K. Bro, am I gonna have to do predictions for the Dylan Dennis fight card? Like, is that what happens on the off week? Am I gonna have to do that? Oh my god, I might have to. Tony Ferguson is actually fighting the guy that Dylan Dennis beat, but they're doing it in boxing. Anthony Taylor, Dylan Dennis, Andrew Tate, Chase Demore. Tony Ferguson, Warren Spencer, Dean the Great versus Armando Vargas. That's kind of crazy. Dean the Great versus a Vargas son seems like a recipe for disaster. Dennis is fighting Anthony Taylor. Anthony Taylor, he fought in Bellator. He had a few fights. Mostly just does boxing. Now, he beat Anderson Silva's son, but they're doing it in MMA. He hasn't fought MMA since 2020. Beat Chris Avila by a decision. Chris Avila is also pretty bad. Some of these guys are just terrible. I'm looking at what Misfits offer. Some of these guys are not good. Bro, El Kakui winning would be fabulous, bro. Winning streak starts now. Ian Gary needs to get past John Jones to earn a title shot. I think that's the only way with the fan base, Daryl. Dean the Great probably does lose his undefeated record. He's fighting a Vargas son. Malcolm and Shamil should have stayed home and not taken the fight. Honestly, short notice guys coming in, they've been doing pretty good. Leon Edwards on Misfit Boxing, that'll be sad. But that's probably what's going to happen. Leon Edwards versus fucking Tony Ferguson, Misfits Boxing. I mean, Tony Ferguson technically has gold. He's a Misfits Boxing champion. AJ, it's still kind of hard. The over 2.5 didn't hit. 15 seconds was all I needed to hit a 6 leg. Gunnar Simmons, welcome to the fucking fight game, huh? What's up, Trip? I'm chilling, bro. Guys, we're at 90 likes. What are the odds we hit 100 likes? I know we have 83 concurrent viewers, but people leave and come back and new people join. I would like to see YouTube give me a 10% algorithm boost so I could hit 100 likes during this stream. I want 100 likes. Not only do I need 100 likes, chat. We're sitting at 90, and 90 is beautiful, but 100 has a special ring to it. On a Monday, I'm doing Moneyline later, and it might be a solo Moneyline J show. Back from the Finch man. Bro, it's funny. Jersey Girl just sends me a text. Patty Pimblett, Ilia Topuria rumored. Is it true? I don't know if it's true, Jersey Girl. I'll text her. I don't know. I don't know if that's true. Ah. Nothing official. We'll see. That's funny. Jersey Girl's hype. Jersey Girl is a big Patty Pimblett fan. Got you, AG. Just listening while at work. Appreciate the content. W.A. Thank you, Shane Shear. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Any rankings update yet? I haven't seen the rankings updated yet. Let's see if they're up yet. Nope. Ian Gary's still number 6. Bilal still number 2. Ian Gary should be number 2. Thank you guys for 100 likes. I really appreciate you all. Can I make an argument that Ilia is more deserving of a title shot at 155 than Usman at 170? Wait, Ilia or Patty? I think Usman versus Shavkat does make more sense. Hamdi versus Barnett in Misfits boxing, honestly, wouldn't be surprised. You hope it's true. I do too, Jersey Girl, but they haven't announced. They should announce this week. They should bless us with like a big Thanksgiving announcement. I don't know. I don't know what to believe. Right? I really don't know. I don't know. I'm looking. I mean, it seems like they're pointing towards Alex Pereira versus Carlos Ulberg, but hopefully more information will drop soon. I don't know. Leon Edwards, he just posted a picture. This Thursday is Thanksgiving for us. Yes. Japanese killer, bro. I appreciate you, Therese Finney. Dagestani guys losing by sub. Only Abu Bakr and Tagir I can think of from Team Habib. Getting a sub. That's a big deal. That's a really big deal. That's a huge deal. Alex is the second greatest light heavyweight, tied with DC if he wins against Ulberg. Honestly, agree. But it's not a guarantee. Okay? I want more of a legitimate source to confirm. These sources that I'm seeing are not real. Yeah, I'm trying to see if any legit sources have anything, and no. No legit source. Bro, did you guys see Hasbullah coaching the Rizzler? I made around 6K this month from betting thanks to you. Also, Qatar had a banger card, and Finch will always love Wang. I still got the clip, LOL. All love, bro. Hey, Louis boy, thank you for the generous dono, bro. Thank you for $4.99, my brother. I appreciate the fuck out of you, man. You're an absolute savage, man. Thank you for $4.99, and I'm glad you're winning like that, bro. Fuck yeah. And Finch loves the fucking joke. Keep bringing it. That's funny as fuck. Manuel Torres is a massive dog against Grant Dawson, Bobby Green's son. I know, right? How the fuck is that possible? Manuel Torres hits hard as hell. The reason that he lost to Bahamondes is Bahamondes is a slick, sharp shooting counter kickboxer. Like, This is good for fucking Torres, especially because he's a pressure fighter. I just wonder when the first UFC card back is going to be. You know, we don't know when the first UFC card back is yet. If it's January 24th, I'm going to be genuinely upset. Like, that's so far. That's like sad, bro. We have no fucking fight announcements or anything for all of January yet. Hopefully, this month or end of this month, early next month, we will start getting some announcements. I assume the UFC will be back. Let me get a calendar up to make sure I get the right weekend when the UFC is normally back. All right. So it won't be January 3rd. It's either January 10th the UFC will be back or January 17th. That will be the first card back, I would assume. I don't think they wait until the 24th. I think the 17th is an Apex card, and then the 24th is the pay-per-view or the numbered event. And I will cry as we sit waiting, for sure. 124 is the first Paramount Plus numbered event. They have not said that it's the first Paramount event, though. Bro, that's way too long, though. Come on, dude. We're going to be off for that long, bro? Oh, the fuck, man. Holy shit, man. I'm going to just have to fucking stream and chill. I don't know. I'm like 6 weeks of fucking nothing going on. It's crazy. Hernanov just sent me a post on X. I always take this as a green flag. Hernanov is the fucking man. Damn, Hernanov, I thought it'd be good news. Yeah, I don't know with that, brother. I don't know. I saw that. I saw that yesterday, bro. They did something about that recently, bro. Yeah, it's interesting. No, that is bad, Hernanov. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not really too worried because the content style of mine, like I've always said, bro, it's catered towards that as a subset to what we're covering versus the mainstay, you know? Like it's talked about, but it's not pushed, right? There's no sales of it or anything like that. I don't know. We'll find out. I think we're fine, bro. Cause I'll look up I'll look that up. Um see. Let's see. Let's see. Guaranteed returns. So you can't get, which I don't do. Let's see. I mean, if anything, maybe the word lock would have to be changed to fucking throwdown or savage call. Let me see. I'm looking at it. But I don't really think that anything I advertise is like guaranteed. I always say do your own research. Um, let's see. Let's see. Okay. I don't know. It seems more about games, bro. Let's see. So if you're pushing people to go to a site for gambling is a problem. Graphic content. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't have any I think I'm good to go, bro. I don't have any sponsor of a gambling or anything like that type of thing. I don't push any websites. I don't do like the showing of tickets thing. I don't talk about dollar signs being utilized, just statistical odds of what could be and what could happen. I think I'm kind of good as gold with the way that I do it, man. Cause like I go over it from a very analytical viewpoint, not from even like a self gambling viewpoint. You see what I'm saying? Which was always my intention. But yeah, thank you, Renanov. I just looked into it. I think it's like people that have like a gambling sponsor, that's an issue. Let's see. Because they changed it back in May, or rather in March, I remember, relating to the illegal or regulated goods or service. It's about directing people to gambling sites or applications. Depictions of promotions or online casinos. That's the I already knew of all these rules, bro, which is why I've always directed my content in a different magnitude. I am an analyst, bro. You know, and that's why I always get frustrated. Well, why don't you sell your bet? Why don't you tell me your best? It's something that I've always felt the algorithm on YouTube was against. Like I've looked into it a long time ago. And I never wanted to create the channel about like the gambler's journey. I wanted it to be MMA analysis. And gambling and betting odds is just a part of that. It's not the focus of that. So I think I'm good as gold, man. I don't know if I'd be allowed to be sponsored by DraftKings, man. I'd have to talk to YouTube creator support first. But everything that I've posted is good to go. I've looked at everything. And I have made sure to always come from an analytical perspective, mentioning the odds. Like even in this week's Best MMA Bets, there's something I always say. It's, hey, go and do your own research. It's a betting breakdown, right? It's best props and predictions, and it's a breakdown of it, not me telling you go do it. Even this week's Best MMA Bets, it is a breakdown, but it is not a go out and do this. Your word for propaholics? Fair. I mean, listen, if I have to reverbiage it, I can just change it to instead of betting breakdown or best props, I can do it to prop breakdown. I can always switch that. Prop looks, prop deep dive. But it's like we're still just running polls and it's all theoretical, you know? No glazing, bro. There is no other MMA channel like yours. You bring the best kind of analysis and entertainment value. Thanks, Daryl. Yeah. It's the discussion of such, but not the push of such. You know, I don't my channel is covering the sport. That's number one. My channel is content focused on the sport. And an element of that is the betting lines and talking about it. And with my predictions, you know, if you wanted to go out and do that type of thing, you could, but never a push for it. So I think I'm good to go, man. I think I'm good as gold, man. I looked at the rules. Nothing is like a guarantee. I mean, the only thing I maybe you could call it, you know, calling it the lock would have to be shift to like the savage call, the savage lock, or you know, the savage call of the week, savage play. I could call it instead of the lock. I call it the savage play. Like if I had to switch that, but it's really it seems like everything is focused towards people are not supposed to direct people to like a site to gamble. And they're not supposed to promote real money gambling. So I think that makes sense. I think we're still good on lock of the week. Could be the DGen play of the night. Yeah, like I could shift the verbiage, but I think it's good to go because it's not like I always it's a guarantee. I never say guaranteed. My lock means a lock in. You're locking it in. I'm locking it in and calling it as something that I am predicting to happen, but not that it's definitely going to happen. Like, I think the verbiage is good. I think the verbiage is good as gold, actually. Fighters can be sponsored by Prize Picks. I don't know. Let's see. Yep. Yep. Okay. Everything is key here. Avoid promoting uncertified sites and apps, promising guaranteed wins, and don't direct viewers to platforms. The fact that you emphasize never guaranteed, always advertise, doing your own research aligns well with the rules. It also helps your content as educational entertainment rather than misleading promotion. Yep. Yep. Yep, we're good. It's a pick. Lock of the week that YouTube recognizes is just a pick call. It's an opinion based on stats is my lock. It fits under permissible educational content. It's never guaranteed. Do your own research. Matters. Okay. Yeah. Yep. Right. Yeah, we're good. We're good. There we go. I just looked into it, bro. We're good. Yeah. I don't know why DraftKings can have it. I don't know. Maybe they're certified. Exactly. I don't. I just. It's all hypothetical and theoretical. So we're good. Thank you, Hernano, for bringing that to my attention and double deep dive with you guys. But yeah, everything's solid. Channel's great, Kevin from Chicago. I'm blessed, dog. That I don't know, Braden K. I have no idea. I don't know if it applies to that stuff. I don't think it applies to that stuff. I think they should be fine as well, but I don't know. I do not know. I was gonna keep doing me covering the sport from all angles, bro. I agree, Daryl. Yeah, I think that is absurd. But what are you gonna do? I'm just following the rules. Listen, guys, I am gonna get up out of here. I hope you guys enjoyed the 2-hour stream. I love you all. Smash the likes, hit subscribe, and tune into Moneyline tonight. All right. W, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed the energy, the vibes, and the good times on a Monday. And I appreciate you guys smashing the hell out of the like button this Monday afternoon. I'll see you guys Monday evening. We're doing a live stream later. It'll be like a Moneyline off week show, I guess. So make sure you guys keep it locked in. Talk to you all soon. All right. Love the chat. Big W's to everybody. Thank you guys for watching. And see you guys in a few hours.